From Crisler Arena to courts around the world, they wore the Maize and Blue, and now they're bringing you the game, inside and out. Hail Media presents Nolan and Hobbs, the Women's Hoop Homecourt podcast, hosted by Maddie Nolan and Jordan Hobbs.
Welcome and hello, everyone, to the Nolan and Hobbs podcast, the home court for women's hoops. I'm Maddie Nolan, and this is my co-host, Jordan Hobbs.
So Michigan women's basketball is about 1 week away from tip-off against Canisius, and we kind of want to touch on what to expect from the Wolverines this season. Maddie, why don't you kick us off with what to expect from the transfers?
Yes, so the University of Michigan women's basketball team has 2 new transfers, the first being a junior, Ashley Philkinick, who will have 2 years of eligibility remaining with the Wolverines. She is transferred from Bucknell. She's 6'3", so she'll probably be in the post area. She was actually the Patriot League Player of the Year. She averaged 19.7 points per game and 8.4 rebounds per game in a very strong league, I may add. So it's a good pickup for Michigan, especially, graduating you who played kind of a little bit of everything. It's good to have another post presence for the Wolverines. In addition to her scoring efforts, she was also on the all defensive and all academic Patriot League teams. So, UMich is known for its academic prestige, but we also know Coach Rico loves a good defender. So I think kind of bringing all of that into a Michigan team, returning 3 starters will just be, another depth for us. In addition to Ashley, we're adding Kendall Dudley. She is going to be a sophomore. She transferred from UCLA, a stacked UCLA team, I may add, who won the Big Ten and also was in the Final Four. So while she only averaged about 1.5 points per game, she probably learned so much from those girls and had a lot of experience in a postseason run. So she's going to bring that to Michigan. But it's pretty cool because she was actually a McDonald's All-American in the 2024 high school class, was the number 18 recruit. She's a 5-star, and she actually played with Olivia Olson on a USA U16 FIBA Americas team where they won gold. So some familiarity there with Olson coming back as well.
Yeah, I think Ashley, I'm really excited to see how she transitions into the Big Ten. The Big Ten is a really physical league. They have some of the best post players in the country. So I'm really excited to see how she can stack up against them. I think her versatility is going to make it a really tough matchup for some of those bigger posts that she will be facing. And then Kendall is just a pure athlete. We saw her success in the Big Ten last year. I think she's going to get significantly more playing time this year on Michigan, so we'll be able to see a lot more of what she can do. And then, for the 3 freshmen that are coming into Michigan, you have Jessica Fields. Go Blue. Her brother is Justin Fields, so she picked the right school. Then you have Sierra Byers and Mackenzie Mathurin. Jessica was the number 97 recruit coming out of high school. Luckily, I got to play with all 3 of these girls this summer, so have a little bit of an idea of what skill sets they bring. She reminds me a lot of Tayala Del Fos from last year, just purely very raw athleticism. She blocked me quite a lot this summer, and I was like, whoa, who is this girl? It was very impressive, especially on the defensive end. I mean, she's really long and just has a lot of raw talent. So I'm excited to see how she can shape up on the court. And then Sierra Byers, ranked 67 out of high school, a post player. I'm excited to see her too. I think she's really eager to be playing. She's coming off a knee injury from high school, so I don't think she's played since her junior year of high school. So I'm sure she's really eager to get back and play a real game. And I think she's just a really hard worker. So it'll be fun to have her for hopefully 4 years and see that progression. And then Mackenzie Mathurin, ranked number 39 by ESPN. She is a shooter. This summer, she was in the gym all the time on the shooting gun, very, very hard worker. She's a very physical defender, so I think she'll be ready to play against some of the Big Ten opponents that are, really tough and physical. And I think she can get some good minutes with the way she can shoot the ball. I think Michigan's going to need some outside shooters this year.
I was in Ann Arbor as frequently as Jordan was this summer, but I did get to practice and see some of the transfers and freshmen. And the thing that I really liked was the energy that they brought to practice. I thought they really bought into that. And if you've been watching Michigan women's basketball at all, you know that's something that we pride ourselves on. So that was really cool to see people who haven't been in the program yet still take those qualities and already be pretty good at them. So should be a
Yeah.
exciting season with the new 5 of those guys. And then I think Jordan and I want to touch on, we have 3 starters returning. I mean, Jordan played with all of them. So if you want to start, Jay.
Yeah, obviously you got the big three, Mila, Olivia, and Sila coming back. I think every Michigan fan was ecstatic to hear that they were coming back for their sophomore year. I'm really excited to see how they do this year. Your freshman year, you're kind of working out the kinks, but sophomore year, they know how the systems run. They know what coach is expecting out of them. Their confidence is probably increased. You know what to expect every game, kind of. Mila, I think, just being a point guard, it's really tough your freshman year to come in under Coach Rico. It's a lot of thinking, a lot of IQ needed, and she already knows what to expect every day. So she's going to be able to lead that team really well. And then Olivia and Sila are just pure shot makers, great defenders, great teammates, great athletes. I can't speak highly enough of them. I think they're just amazing humans, even off the court. So I think they're going to have an incredible year, and just the confidence that they should be entering this year with is going to really bode well for them.
Yeah, and both Olivia and Sila were picked to be first team All Big Ten preseason, which was pretty cool to
Yeah.
see. I mean, both coming off, I believe they averaged a little over 15 points a game, each of them last year, which was just an insane stat for the Big Ten as a freshman. Sila played a lot with Canadian basketball this summer. So, you know, being on that world stage and playing against the competition, I think will just help her continue to improve. And I know Olivia and Mila and Zyla all coming back and playing together and starting most of the games last year is just going to increase that team chemistry, you know, that they've built upon. And learning from Jordan in the leadership role last year will hopefully take some of those lessons and be able to apply them and include the 5 new people and be able to just kind of work seamlessly into a successful season. That's what I expect from them. I think Jordan expects from them. It should be a really good year.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Okay, so with that being said, you have clearly you're going to start Mila, Olivia, and Sila 1, 2, 3. Who do you have
Yeah.
at the 4 and 5? What are your thoughts?
Ooh, it's tough because, you know, we didn't even touch on the returners, and you got Alyssa Crockett, who is obviously, you know, now a senior. We've both been able to play with her, which I think is pretty cool. I think she'll have a pretty good year, but I think Kendall is probably going to be the 4. I could honestly see them going Kendall and Alyssa together. I think it's going to be similar to your team last year, where some games you may want to go big, some games you may want to go more quick and athletic. So I could see that being, because then you also
Mhm.
have, you know, you have Allie, you have Ashley. So I haven't been able to be in practice since they've started the season. So I wish I could see that because that's very telling. If I had to go right now, you go Mila, Olivia, Sila, probably Kendall. Oh, this is hard. I'm gonna say Crockett just because I'm just really hoping for a good year from her. How about you?
I completely agree with that. I think when I was there this summer, that was my thoughts. And just from talking with the girls and staying up to date with the coaches as well, like, I think that's what's going to happen if I had to predict right now.
Uh-huh.
I agree. I think they're going to stick with the 5 guards and play a really fast-paced style, which is always fun for the fans. It was really fun last year to play in. But I think Alyssa's going to be able to really guard a 5-player. Greta did it impeccably last year. She did such a good job. And Alyssa's even taller than that and has really good length on her. So I think it's going to create a really good mismatch for Michigan if they start her at the 5. Just her ability to shoot, but also to drive to the paint is going to be really good for them. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what happens when they kick off against Canisius next week.
Yes, and I believe ranked 13 preseason.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, so big expectations from the media and outside world as well for the Wolverines. But like I said, Jordan and I are excited. You know, they have five newcomers, but 3 solid returners. And then, you know, like we talked a little bit about, you got Crockett, you have Macy Brown, who I know are being really great leaders in practice, are now the upperclassmen. You got Brooke, who was just fantastic to watch last year on the defensive end. And then I don't know how she gets some of those offensive rebounds, but I am
It's so
always
impressive.
impressed with. It's so impressive. Just a nose for the ball, as we talk about a lot.
Mhm.
And then I think Allie still coming back and like getting stronger with her knee and figuring that out. She has 1 year of Michigan basketball under her belt. Could be another way that Michigan looks to switch up depending on who they're playing with,
Yeah.
maybe a bigger post presence. And then you have Teala, who was also fun to watch in spurts last year, just her athleticism when they put her on top of the press. I think it's going to be a really exciting year with some depth and a lot of different ways that we can attack all the teams in the Big Ten. And thanks again, everyone, for tuning into our season preview. We had so much fun getting to discuss the Wolverines this upcoming season. Make sure you guys watch their game against Canisius next week. Like, share, and subscribe, and follow at Hail Media Group on all social media platforms to catch our podcast dropping weekly.
If you like this kind of content, please like, share, follow, and subscribe. And as always, go blue.